Hello beardos and welcome back to James the Beer Boy. It is sweltering hot here in Manchester, which are words that you would never usually put in the same sentence, so it's a little bit alarming. There might be some thunderstorms, so if you do hear any background noise, sorry about that. It has been a bit of a while since I've recorded a video, so sorry if I'm a little bit rusty, but I've not had a ton of time. But I'm going to get straight into doing the beer. I know that you don't actually care about this little bit, you just want to know what the beer's like. So I'm going to go straight into the beer, and I'm very excited to do so, because this week I'm going to be tackling two beers from one of my favourite breweries of all time. I've mentioned them before, the local heroes of mine. They are, of course, Cloudwater. And the two beers that I've got today are both limited edition beers. A lot of their beers are limited edition, but these are quite special beers. The first one that we're going to be trying is their anniversary birthday beer. It's got a very cool can. That is what the can looks like. Don't know if you can see that. Birthday, happy birthday to Cloudwater. And this beer was released to celebrate their third birthday. So they've only been going for a few years, and in that time they've already established themselves as one of the best breweries, not just in Manchester or England, but in the world. They were named as the second best brewery in a recent competition poll kind of thing. So these guys really know their stuff. I know that I've raved about them many a time, but this is just another one of those times when I get to gush about how much I love Cloudwater. So I'm very excited to be trying this beer, and full disclosure, I've got two things to admit. The first is, I have tried this beer before. I went to their tap room not long ago, and they had it on draft, and who's going to say no to an 8.5% birthday celebration beer from Cloudwater? Very few people would say no to that, so I have tried a little third of it. And the second admission, and this is one that I'm very ashamed to be admitting, this beer, as it says at the bottom, should be drunk fresh, but this can is not especially fresh. It has been sat in my fridge for a little while now, so I don't know how good the flavours are going to hold. I know that the recommendation is at the bottom here. It says it's best before the 13th of April. It's a little bit past that. It's over a month past that, so we're going to have to see how things go here. It might be horrible. I'm assuming it won't be. I know that that's just a recommendation. That's just when it would be best. But I've still got very high hopes for this, and I'm looking forward to reviewing it for you guys. So let's get right into it. That was a good sound. Now the glass that I've got here is, of course, the classic Cloudwater glass that I was given when I attended their launch opening event, which was at the Port Street Brewhouse in Manchester, which was great. Now while I'm pouring this, sorry, I should bring that up so you can all see it. While I'm pouring this, I'm just going to tell you a quick thing which is very exciting. I live in quite a sort of rural, out of the way part of Manchester. I don't live right in the centre. That should do. And I live in a place called Swinton, and they have just opened a craft beer and tap room. Now, if you know of Swinton, which I'm assuming most of you will not, that is unprecedented. We have got a really cool little craft beer place just down the road from me. It sells brilliant cans. I went there the other week, had a few beers, got some really good cans which I've already drunk, so we're not going to review, but I'm going to head there pretty soon and get some more cans for everyone. They're getting some really special limited edition beers, which is very exciting. They're called House of Hops. If you are in Manchester, please check them out. They're on Twitter and Facebook. I'll put some links in the description if you would like to go and check them out. They've got a lovely little homely vibe in there. They've got, I think, 4 or 5 taps that are rotating constantly. As soon as they've run out of one thing, they'll put something new and exciting on. When I went there, I've had like wild beer, I've had Cloudwater, tons and tons of stuff. So definitely, if you get the chance, head there and check them out and support them, because supporting beer supports the whole industry, and that means more and more exciting things are going to happen. But this beer has been poured. Now I will say, as I was pouring it, gave it a good old smell. I'm going to give it another little smell now. It still smells nice. It doesn't have any acidity to it, or bitterness, or sourness that you would expect. And before I taste it, where are my manners, I should tell you a little bit more about the beer, because we've got a little bit of a description on the can. So this beer, it just says special edition, but I believe it is a double IPA. It's 8.5%, which is a pretty pretty much a stonker. So, on the back it says, to mark our 3rd birthday, we present Birthday, featuring new season Citra and recipe tweaks we've learned since last year. The hops were split 3 gram per litre in the whirlpool, 3 gram per litre in FV at the start of fermentation, and a 26 gram per litre dry hop via our new hop gun. We added dextrin malt and golden naked oats for body and clean malt flavour, and switched to New England yeast for maximum juice. And juice is spelled J-O-O-S-E, because that's how breweries like to do it at the moment. Some more little bits for you if you're into that kind of nerdy stuff. Yeast is New England Lallemand. Aroma hops are Citra, Simcoe, Mosaic and Nelson Sauvin. Bittering hop is Pilgrim Alpha with CO2 extract. And malts, you've got Golden Promise, Golden Naked Oats, Dextrin and Dextrose. So there's all that fun stuff. I'm sure if you are very into your beer, you will have appreciated that. I don't really know what they were talking about. That seemed very scientific and technical to me. But anyway, cheers. If you've got a beer, give it a cheeky cheers there. And yeah, enjoy. Ooh. So, right on the nose, you've got a little bit of sweetness there. You can sort of smell the hoppiness of it. I think that's usually the Citra that gives it that citrusy kind of scent. Smells nice. It's not too overpowering, which might be a bit surprising with it being such a strong 8.5% beer. But it smells relatively nice, relatively plain and sweet and appetizing and citrusy, all the kind of good things that you want from it. It tastes absolutely fine to me. It doesn't taste like there's any sort of bitterness there, at least none that are not placed there by the brewers themselves, because it does have that kind of bitterness that you do get with IPAs. It's almost got a kind of honeyness to it, like a sweetness, a richness. It's very palatable, but it does have that kind of, it dries out the back of your throat, which is a good and a bad thing, because it means that you taste things a lot stronger. Really good English there. But it does mean that, oh, yeah, you've got that kind of, as if you've sucked a lemon, that kind of sharpness, but in a nice, appetizing way, not in a, oh, no, what am I drinking here kind of way. I didn't expect anything less. I've yet to try a beer by Cloudwater that I didn't at least like or appreciate. And this is definitely no exception. You can tell that they're doing quite big things here because it's a birthday special beer. And yeah, I'm loving it. Oh, this is really, really nice. Yeah, as mentioned, I've not done one of these videos for a little while now, so I am a little bit rusty with the whole tasting notes and smelling notes kind of thing, so that might be coming through. But yeah, all I can say is that I'm thoroughly enjoying this beer. It's exactly what I want out of something like a double IPA that's got that strongness attached to it, but it's still quite palatable. It's still very drinkable. It's not exactly sessionable or anything like that, but it's something that you could have a pour of, have a nice drink. As I said, in Cloudwater, the tap room, all of them are around about a third that they pour. This one was no exception. This was also a third. So I'd recommend that kind of amount of it to get the maximum enjoyment out of it. But with a can like this, I'm probably going to finish this off tonight. I don't think I'm going to finish it right on this video, but I'm going to give it another little taste because that was very nice. Oh, and I've had it in the fridge for a while, so it's nice and cold, which I like. I know that some people have preferences for room temperature beer, particularly with things like cask. I kind of always like my beer cold, even if it's like a stout or a porter, which I admit I don't drink an awful lot of. Still like it when they've got a bit of coldness to them. I think it just makes it a bit more drinkable. So yeah, this is perfect for me, particularly on this sweltering hot day. So yeah, that was a beautiful beer. That's pretty much all I can say on it. I've not really got any critiques. I'm surprised that the beer has held together as well as it has done, considering it's a month after its best before date. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll regret my words tomorrow, but right now, there's nothing I want more than to just sit and drink this and have a nice night. Okay, so next up, we've got another Cloudwater beer, because this is going to be a bit of a Cloudwater special, because I love it. It's great. This next beer is actually a collaboration beer between Cloudwater and another one of my favourite breweries, Beavertown. This beer behind me was brewed just before, well, not just before, quite a while before the problem happened. I got this at the same time as I got the birthday IPA, which was around about the start of April. This has a slightly later best before date, which is good. This one is best before the end, the 15th of May, which was just over a week ago, which is not too bad. So I'm quite happy with it. This is called, it's got a really long name, Cloudwater by Beavertown, Cloudwater times Beavertown. I'm not sure what that X in between two breweries means. It's a collaboration between Cloudwater and Beavertown, and it's called Goodnight Future Boy. It's got an ace can. I'm going to bring that up there. It's got an absolutely incredible can. The colours are brilliant. You can see the two. You might be able to see the Cloudwater logo. It's just above the Beavertown skull. And I love the branding of both of these breweries. So this is like a dream come true, and I love the taste of both of them. Again, I've got to admit, I've given this a little cheeky taste as well. And from what I remember, it was very, very nice. So I'm looking forward to tasting it again, particularly in a can, as I said. Previously, I've had this in draft. So let's give it a go. I've got another glass with me because I learned from my mistakes and I don't have to keep going into the kitchen and washing out glasses, so that's very good. This time I've gone for the orange Beavertown glass, which you've all seen before. I thought it was appropriate to have one Cloudwater and one Beavertown one. Oh, there we go. This time I'm going to remember to bring this up straight away so you can watch the pour. And this is pouring quite a similar colour to the last one. It's a little bit lighter. It's got a nice sort of yellowy colour to it. Let's fill that up just to about there, around about just under half a pint. As you can see, there you go. That's that one. That's looking nice to me. Hopefully the colour isn't too washed out. I've tried to move my lighting around a little bit because I had a few complaints that my videos were a little bit orange. That's just because of the synthetic light, artificial light. I don't know, it's just the lamp that's on the top of me there, but I've opened up the window so there should be some natural light coming through, which should help. Now this, let's give it a smell. Ooh, that smells nice. It smells different to the other beer. It's not really got the sweetness of it. Oh, it smells nice. Anyway, we'll just pop that down a sec and we'll have a little read of the can. This is part 2 of the trilogy of collaborations with our good friends at Beavertown. Now this is an IPL, an India Pale Lager, which features a 12 gram per litre dry hop charge of Citra BBC. They use bark pills, a flavoursome traditional continental Pilsner malt to complement the clean yeast presentation of the Bock yeast. The yeast is WLP833. The aroma hops are Citra BBC and Huel Melon. The bittering hop is Pilgrim Alpha and CO2 extract, and the malts are bark pills, shill pills, caramel pills, and caramel hell. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that little science jaunt that we went on there. This beer is, I don't know how strong this is. Normally they are pretty good at showing how strong these beers are. I've just spotted it. This is a 6% IPL. Now that sounds good to me. IPLs I'm a big fan of. A couple of weeks ago I had Shindigger's new IPL, which was incredible. It smells a little bit like Lilt, if you remember the Lilt drink. I'm going to try and get a can of it to show off on the show. I've got a couple of Shindiggers saved away in the back room, so I'm going to dig those out and go for a bit of a Shindigger extravaganza because they're becoming one of my new favourite beers. Little underdogs from Manchester doing things very, very well. So you can look forward to that. But in the meantime, let's give this one a taste. Now, I'm just going to tell you something. It might be because I've been talking, or it might be something else, the heat or whatever. But my mouth is really, really watering from that last beer. I don't know if it was the bitterness that's done that, but yeah, it's made me very thirsty. So hopefully this goes down a treat. That's nice. India Pale Lagers are quite a new thing, I believe. But they're interesting. They've got kind of the drinkability of a lager, but they've got that, the bitterness, is that the right word? The citrusiness of an India Pale Ale, and it's a really nice conversation. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a really nice combination. It's clearly already gone straight to my head, that 8.5% beer. This is very, very nice. This loses a lot of that lemon suckingness of the last beer. This is very, very drinkable. Again, not sessionable, although you could say it's sessionable. I would say it's sessionable. I could have a session on this. It's not sessionable, but it's got that very easy drinkable quality to it, which I really, really like. It's got a bit of bitterness on the very back end of the taste buds there, but it's very, very nice. It's very interesting. It's nice and hoppy. It's not too strong. It's not too intense. Just got a nice flavour to it. A good flavour profile. A good. I'm not even going to use this word. I was going to say it's got a good mouthfeel, but I'm not using that word because I don't like that word, because I don't know what it means, and I don't think anyone knows what that word means. So, yeah, this is just a nice beer, nice taste, easily drinkable. I know I've said that a few times now, but I'm getting a little bit giddy because these are really nice beers. Yeah, that's delicious. Both of those were beautiful. I'll just bring them up for a quick little comparison. They are quite a similar colour. That's a little bit lighter, I think, although it could just be the angle of the glass, but I believe it is just that little bit lighter. That's probably the lightness of the lager malts in there rather than the slightly darker malts of the double IPA. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that kind of bumper episode of Cloudwater Goodness. But at the end of this video, I'm just going to go through a couple of things because I don't often do this, but like last time, I'm so grateful to all of you guys for liking and commenting and sharing these videos. I'm really, really enjoying this. Beer is something that I'm just hugely passionate about, and it's great to know that people are sharing my joy and my love of beer. I am on social media. I don't think I've said that before. I mean, I assumed you all knew that I was, because who isn't? But if you would like to follow me and see what I'm up to, you can follow James the Beer Boy on Facebook, and on Twitter I am the World of James. Yeah, if you'd like to know what I'm up to, sometimes I tweet about the beers that I'm drinking, sometimes I talk about movies or music or anything that I'm into, so if you're into a bit of varied content, feel free to check those out. I will be obviously tweeting about when I bring out new videos. I know that YouTube is getting kind of unreliable for that kind of thing, so if you would like to stay bang up to date, they're probably the best places to check out. If you can keep subscribing, that was some thunder. It's exciting. If you can keep subscribing and liking and sharing and commenting and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I don't know what the phrase is too much, but it really does help, and I appreciate it so much. You guys are amazing, and I'm so glad to have you around and know that you're enjoying what I'm doing. But anyway, now that I've got my own little sign off, I will say cheers and see you next time.